So, my first guest is a true Renaissance man. First and foremost, he is a farmer. And then long before we heard about climate change, he set up a recycling and renewable energy company. He is a tour operator. He appeared in Dragon's Den a few years ago seeking €50,000 for his business and went home with €100,000. But tonight he's going to chat to me about something that he dreamed up during lockdown. Walter, you're very welcome to Centre Ground.
Thank you very much, Anna.
You're going to chat to me tonight about a dream that you had during lockdown. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I suppose this all came out because of COVID, which is amazing, really. I was fully booked with American tourists from April to October, and thankfully 3/4 of them have rescheduled for next year and the following year, but 100% cancellation for this year. So I wrote a book on Kinsale a few years ago, and I'm presently writing one on Killarney. So here I was sitting in this very armchair on the 8th of June, to be exact, reading all about the Herberts who lived in the Muckross estate for 200 years. And that's Henry Arthur Herbert Sr. He actually died in 1866 in Adair Manor, would you believe? He was on his way from Dublin down to Killarney. So he had Queen Victoria to stay in 1861. So it's a fascinating family. Lovely estate. There are two real estates in Killarney. There's the Kinmare estate, which is around the town, the bigger estate, which was owned by the Browns, and then they had the Muckross estate, which was owned by the Herberts. And I was just about to write all about the Herberts and the Muckross estate and the visit of Queen Victoria in 1861. And I just lifted my head out of all these books and I said, this has to be a TV series. It's absolutely made for it. The house is in pristine condition. It's actually a national museum and beautifully kept by the OPW look after the grounds and everything. And they do tours through the house all the time. But the trustees of Muckross House do a lot of work there, and they look after the cafe and the Muckross traditional farm. So it's all there. And the other lovely thing is a lot of the people working on the estate, their fathers and grandfathers and mothers and grandmothers and ancestors have been working on the estate for hundreds of years, and now their descendants are now working on the estate. So it's all there. So we're filming in Muckross House, the traditional farms at the beautiful Muckross Abbey. We're also filming at Kerry Bog Village, which is near Glenbeigh. It's between Killarney and Glenbeigh on the Ring of Kerry.
Okay, if I can hold you there, Walter. Okay. You have skipped on to the film. So you have this idea that you would like to do a TV series, something along the lines of Downton Abbey, and so you have this dream. How did you manage to get this off the ground?
I contacted a friend of mine called Mary Wood. She was an actor in a film called Tradition in Killarney about 3 years ago. And I asked her to put me in touch with the director of Tradition, a guy called Damien O'Callaghan. So he and his team, which is Declan O'Shea, that's Damien there, super guy, and his friend and colleague Declan O'Shea and Tim O'Connor. So lo and behold, all the expertise is right here in Killarney. So
Right.
I got a call from Damien out of the blue the following Monday, and we spent ages on the phone that day and the following day, and we had met on the Friday, and all of this has completely and utterly come together since June, which is fantastic. And we're filming from the 5th of October to the 24th of October, and we've got.
And it stars.
Patrick Bergen, no less.
Ooh,
Fantastic. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
He acted with Julia Roberts in Sleeping with the Enemy.
Yes.
And we've got Paul Ronan. Do you know Saoirse Ronan's dad? So Paul was in Veronica Guerin, the film, and Fair City as well. So we've got a whole lot of younger actors as well. Fantastic up-and-coming Irish actors. And really, this is going to be on the world stage. So I hope it's going to help a lot of these fantastic young Irish actors make a name for themselves.
And the music score for the film, I believe.
Is Sasha Putnam. He's actually a friend of mine as well. His dad is David Putnam, who produced War of the Buttons and Chariots of Fire. So
you had lots of really good. You've had lots of really good contacts then, and that helped you to get it off the ground.
Absolutely, yes, Anna. Yeah.
And I was chatting to you earlier this week, and your dream now is that this film will actually put Killarney on the map. Well, it is already on the map, but that this will, I suppose, reinvigorate the tourist industry in Kerry.
And all of Ireland, Anna. I really think this is going to show off not only Kerry and Munster, but the Wild Atlantic Way, the Ancient East. It'll bring a whole new generation of tourists from all over the world, not just American, but Chinese, and all over Europe and Australia, New Zealand, everywhere. We'll learn to love Ireland and love the scenery and love the people, because this is going to be real Ireland. You mentioned Downton Abbey there. This is the Downton Abbey of the future for Ireland, but it's going to be real and raw, and we've got evictions and wakes, and we've got lots of lovely real Irish stuff in it, not just the grandeur of the big house.
Well, Walter, that is a really wonderful story. We hear so many bad things about the lockdown, but it's really, inspiring to know that good things have come out of lockdown,